Get.
Ooh! What the?
The horns on the window. It makes sense.
OG Loki?
What's up? It's the Normies. We're here for some Loki, baby. Yeah. Brown Pat, Mickey, Dameron, Chris, Surge, Rana, Nate, Spidey. Your full crew on the couch, baby. Once again.
That's right.
We out here.
Yes. Ready for some glorious purpose.
But first, a sponsored segment.
Wow. Hey guys, what's up? Chris here. I just want to invite you guys over for the last time to our Instagram and Twitter so you can get a couple of tips and tricks of what it's like to be a full-time creator or, you know, an influencer. Our IGTV is going to be filled with lots of helpful tips on becoming more business-minded, more organized, and more creative. And I feel like those are the kind of things that you probably want to know about. Huh? All right, so if y'all are interested in getting this important information that we're dropping, make sure you follow us on Instagram. And also, if you want to learn more about this and check out some other creators giving their tips, you can follow the hashtag Made with Patreon or hashtag Patreon Ambassadors. And finally, we can't thank Patreon enough for sponsoring this video. So with that being said, also obviously check out Patreon. They're the reason we're able to do most all the things that we're able to do, and because of viewers like you.
Wow, Chris, that was crazy. How did you do that? You're traveling through space-time like our titular villain.
Titular anti-hero?
Yeah.
He's not a hero, he's a villain.
I'm pretty sure he's an anti-hero now.
He's constantly doing villainous things.
I guess the old version of him, the one that died, would be the anti-hero,
Loki,
and this one would be more of the villain.
Is there a such
Loki just does Loki.
Yeah, is there such thing as an anti-villain?
So this is Loki fresh after invading Earth.
Yeah.
This is that Loki.
Yeah. The one where he was...
Yeah, what the hell are they talking about after he steals the Tesseract in Endgame?
Don't you remember Endgame when he steals the Tesseract?
It was in the Endgame.
Oh,
So they were in the lobby of the
They went back in
Avengers
time.
Tower.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
and
they
dropped it. He grabbed it, and then boom, gone.
Yeah.
Well,
he was killed in Infinity War by
So like
Thanos.
And that
Thanos?
like so he's like technically gone.
No.
One version,
Like
one version of him is gone.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Now we have daddy version.
This is parallel universe Loki.
Well, how was he daddy version in the other
Because he's like the anti-hero. He
No, he's a
slightly
villain now
older.
still. He's a murderer. And
So he's older. He looks older.
He's
just leave it.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Look, we like this Loki.
So is he dead like Iron
You don't
Man?
know who we like what now?
In
Like if like let's say
version
the
of
new
him.
and
There's
then
an
you
Iron
started
Man
to
in one
at this time.
timeline he is.
In one timeline he
in our
is.
regular timeline he is.
So like
This is the Loki from like the original Avengers, but he stole the Tesseract in Endgame.
yeah.
So this is a parallel universe Loki.
So like okay, so the Loki that we all knew that we've seen this whole entire time, he's dead. He's gone.
He's gone. He's never coming back.
He's
No,
gone. They
that's not
killed him
that
like that. Like
Well-
Thanos killed him that day. Okay,
The one that was
But
on
then
the rest of the
remember,
movies.
but then remember when Thor went back in time again, or no, it was Captain
Into
America.
alternate streaming
Into
universe.
ultra streaming universe,
Yeah.
and then there was that Loki over there. It's that Loki.
This is secondary Loki.
Yeah, it's that Loki. So this Loki right here,
Good job
he hasn't
explaining that.
experienced all that fucking craziness. He hasn't experienced.
That's crazy.
Personal
Yeah,
growth.
he hasn't. He didn't experience his love for his brother the way that this one did, or the loss of his mother.
Yeah,
and
this
all.
one's an OG one. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so this one is the one that's just kind of like, yo, I'm still young Loki. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, that's kind of
God of Mischief.
So yeah, the best way you put it, he's the true god of. This is the true god of mischief.
Hey man, Marvel is still out here doing it.
Yeah, man.
They really are. Like, you gotta.
I have one question, Mickey. You've been practicing the piano lately. Are you getting the hang of it?
Oh, I certainly have, but this new song that I've been learning has been difficult because I just can't seem to hit the low key.
It was good. It was a little I built for.
Not my joke. Shout out to Oni
Cartoons.
Oni Cartoons for that classic.
Guys, this is not a market substitute. Make sure you support the OG content on your own. Also, feel free to support the Normies on Patreon. Support Normies on Patreon. Get your uncuts, get the watch ahead, and you get skits. We did a skit for Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we did a skit for WandaVision, so I guess that means Loki's gonna get a skit too.
We did a skit for Avengers a
Also,
long time ago.
Yeah!
Also, guys, reminders: these uncuts are usually out before this is out, so you guys get first access. You Patreon viewers, thank you very much for your support. We love you guys.
And please follow us on social medias and join our Discord.
Let's see Disney and all his fucking might. Oh god.
Oh, here we go, Pat. This will probably help you out too.
Here.
Yep.
Coordinate search and rescue. I went down to coordinate search and rescue. How do you keep the police shut up?
I knew we were gonna see Thor.
All Chris Hemsworth hair.
The stairs.
Maximum. Take a step. Yes, stop.
He's pissed.
Fucking Stark is my favorite.
Stop.
Enter the case cards.
Enter Ant-Man.
He's like, what the?
I know.
Good job meeting the island. Grab a quick slice.
So you think Tony got like a super concussion there?
Yeah, right.
Also, that's a weak ass safe if it just opened that easily.
Well, it is a hole.
It's fucking the Hulk.
Hell yeah.
That was so funny when it happened.
Yeah, that was dumb, right?
And we called
literally-
it right there. You were like, well, there it goes into the spinoff.
Yeah, he literally spun him off like the camera.
Oh man, I fucking love the Avengers.
They brought him back, bruh. It's not ours, you know. I mean, you know what I mean.
It still gets exciting to see.
I'm excited to see his growth because I bet he's gonna see his other version. Like he's gonna be in the timeline, right? He's got to be able to see everything.
It is cool. He's gonna have a totally different arc. Of
Oh
course.
yeah.
Yeah,
And again, Tom Hiddleston brought him to this
Clever,
character.
dude.
This character got this much light because of Tom Hiddleston, in my opinion.
Yeah, it did.
Feige,
100%.
you clever, bro. So I wonder if he distance traveled or if this is also another timeline.
Immediately.
This is very Rick and Morty-esque.
On behalf of the Time Variance Authority, I
Whoa.
arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline. You're coming with us.
She's familiar.
The TVA.
There's always a time thing. It's kind of crazy.
Last chance.
She was in Lovecraft Country.
Yes, you are.
She was the older sister.
Ruby?
I think I've had my fill of idiots and
was her name
arms
Ruby?
telling me what to do, so get out of my way.
Oh yeah.
Wow. It's not stopping.
Yeah, she's
Damn, she got like a time stick.
Oh, she like.
Whoa.
Ow.
That sucks.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. What?
Dude.
All right, we got some fun slow-mo stuff we
Reset
could
the
do.
timeline.
Yo, Rick and Morty. I think a writer from Rick and Morty is the showrunner of this.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Somebody tell us if this is true or not.
Not showrunner, maybe a writer or something. Something Rick with Rick and Morty.
Makes sense.
Where the Time Variance Authority? No, I'll say it.
I mean, just think about it. It's got to be something holding it all together.
This guy.
All this is evidence.
Can you at least tell me what it is?
It's the
It's a tesseract. Be
Tesseract.
very careful with it.
Fuck, it's what it
It sounds dumb.
I love the lever. Look at that, like, look at all those little lights and dials and everything.
You know, it's like so like 70s fucking TV.
Yeah, it looks very analog, but it's futuristic.
It's great.
Oh, it's so cute.
Is that the torture machine?
This is fine and Guardian leather.
Oh, okay.
That's dirty.
Hang on just a minute.
Hey, there it is.
Take a ticket.
There's no line.
There's only two of us in here. Take a.
Love the bureaucracy. You got to do it anyway. Fucking do it. It's stupid.
Welcome to the Time Variance Authority.
His voice.
I'm Miss Minutes. It's my job to catch you up before you stand trial for your crimes.
That's terrifying.
This is gonna be fun.
Long ago, there was a vast multiversal war. But then the all-knowing timekeepers emerged.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Organizing the multiverse into a single timeline.
So
the
cool.
Sacred timeline.
I like they went to the old school,
Now, the timekeepers protect
the
and
style.
preserve
yeah,
the
cartoon.
flow for
Like Marvel
everyone
Comics.
and
Yes.
everything. But sometimes people like you veer off the path the timekeepers created. Stepping off your path created a Nexus event, which left unchecked could branch off into madness, leading to another multiversal war.
Multiverse of Madness? Is that what this Avengers is gonna culminate to?
I think so.
That's how the X-Men are gonna come in.
So sit tight and we'll get you in front of a judge in no time.
So,
Very analog. I love it.
I love it.
so this scenario is in so many other things, but it's so cool that it's in Marvel because you know what's happening.
Ticket, sir.
That guy didn't give me a ticket. I tried to ask for one.
sir.
I tried to ask that guy for a ticket. Well, you ain't raising your voice with me, buckethead.
You're gonna die, bro.
Blah, blah.
He's been erased from existence. That's what'll happen to you, bro.
Take it, bruh.
Oh my.
This is sick.
He's going through a lot.
Bro, the like art direction
I think this is gonna change episode to episode how the logo looks based off the trailer.
Remember how it is here then.
Oh yeah, very TV-esque.
I brought my analog synthesizer. I feel so cool now.
I think I heard that some people were confused by the time travel in Avengers Endgame, that they had to kind of re-explain everything.
1549. That's cool.
It appears that when they arrived, somebody got the jump on them.
Him. Who the hell is him?
Have you seen Powerpuff Girls?
Wait, stand down!
That has seen future ass beings.
Whoa.
Stained glass is dope.
But the imagery was like a devil.
Yes, devil.
Whoa.
Okay, well you just melted her mind.
Yeah. This is 1534, right?
Yeah.
If she shot that shit, she was like, "You're the devil, bro."
Yeah, witchcraft.
Boy, that devil's afraid of us.
She's got Bluetooth technology.
Take one.
Juju Betty's.
Someone already gave her some future shit.
Devil-bearing gifts.
Kablooey.
Go ahead and run this for sequence period and any hints of temporal aura.
That's sick.
Unfortunately, that's probably bad news for the kid.
Did they need to take her in since she's been affected now?
I think
by,
they're
like-
probably gonna have to like get rid
Well,
of
they got those like reset bombs that they drop.
Laufeyson, variant L1130, aka.
The three timekeepers in the back.
I was wondering what his last name was.
What was his last name?
How do you
Laufeyson.
plead?
A god doesn't.
Yeah.
Are you guilty or not guilty, sir?
Guilty of being the god of mischief, yes. Guilty of a crime against the sacred timeline. Absolutely not, you have the wrong person.
Really? And who should we have?
I suspect the Avengers.
Yeah.
You see, I only came into possession of the Tesseract because they travelled through time.
Oh fuck.
In the last-ditch effort to stave off my ascent to God King.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Without a doubt.
Oh, believe me, you can smell the cologne of the stuff.
Roasted.
What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was not.
That was supposed to happen, huh?
Well, because they were correcting their own shit.
Yeah.
I sentenced you to be reset. Next case, please.
Damn. He's not wrong though. It wasn't really his fault. He just picked up a thing.
Yeah.
You ridiculous bureaucrats will not dictate how my story ends!
It's not your story, Mr. Laufeyson. It never was.
Story is. I guess he did make the choice to like move.
Pick
with
it up? Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like they put it in his hands and said run with it. He picked it
But
up.
like
His
you
little
give
ass
a
hat.
dog a bone, a dog's gonna run.
Yep.
I really love the bureaucracy. It's like Futurama.
We're Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at that city in the back. Holy shit.
It's upside down.
Dude.
Almost looking.
It
but
does
it's
look
not.
upside down, yeah.
But it's
always.
floating.
No, it's like
Inception. It's just like everything.
It's like both
all
ways.
4-dimensional.
MC Escher.
Yo, man, this show is amazing already. Best Marvel show so far. I'm just kidding. I'm not comparing them. Don't kill me.
he's going to compare this.
The timekeeper.
Is that a fucking time stock market?
Time ticker. This place would make me puke. Can I get some greenery? Like what's
This
happening?
is amazing.
That's dope.
Incredible.
Where does my dog pee?
It looks like Coruscant damn near.
Where's the greenery?
Are you taking me somewhere to kill me? I'm taking you someplace to talk. I like to talk. You do like to lie, which you just did. We both know you love to talk. I want to specialize in the pursuit of dangerous variants, like myself. No particularly dangerous variants. Just a little pussycat.
Oh, damn.
Bring him down.
I mean, it's true. Like, I mean, I guess.
Should you return, what are you going to do? Finish what I started, which is claim my throne. King of what exactly?
Asgard.
You wouldn't understand. Midgard.
Oh, whoops.
AKA Earth.
Yeah.
Right now you're the king of Midgard, then what? Happily ever after? Asgard, the 9 realms. Space? Space. Space is big. That'd be a nice feather in your cap. Loki, king of space. Mock me if you dare. No, I'm not. Honestly, I'm actually a fan.
Me too.
Why does someone with so much range just want to rule?
Why you want to be a one-note villain, dog?
I would have made it easy for them. People like easy. The first and most oppressive lie ever uttered was the song of freedom.
Preach, brother.
For nearly every living thing, choice breeds shame and uncertainty and regret.
You said nearly every living thing, so I'm guessing you don't fall into that category.
Timekeepers have built quite the circus, and I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Damn.
Big metaphor guy. Makes you sound super smart. Not smart. I know.
Okay.
Oh my god, their chemistry is incredible.
Yeah, immediately.
Owen Wilson is just, you know.
This technology is wild.
Right? It's super old and super
What the
new at the same
fuck?
time. I love it.
Oh, that's dope.
They're gonna sit and watch the next Avengers movie.
Here's what you would have done.
Let's talk about your escapes. It's one of my favorites.
DB Cooper?
Please, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
Bourbon soda.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Hey, what?
How did you call that?
It was in the trailer.
Oh, okay. DB Cooper is an unsolved case of a guy who
He jumped out of a plane.
he temporarily hijacked a
Mr.
plane and then
Cooper.
jumped out the back of it with $500,000.
Damn.
Was never seen or heard from again.
Yeah.
Ever.
So this happened, or is this another timeline?
No,
this is
really
a real
happened.
thing that happened.
DB
I'm
Cooper's
talking
a real
about
thing.
this.
Oh.
Did this?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Maybe it's young Loki.
They're just saying that he was DB Cooper. Like he just decided to do this for lulz.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what does Loki need with $1 million?
Yeah, that's about
Yeah,
it too.
he's just doing it for lulz. This is so good.
I mean, he looks like him. That's how people describe DB Cooper. Is like hair like this.
Oh, he really did this shit. Just for shits and gigs.
Some guy did it, yeah.
Oh, he said, brother to Heimdall, you better be ready. Like, why we're storing
I think this is inconsistent. I think
Space Stringer helping.
He jumped at night.
It was at night.
And it was like raining.
Yeah, it was really bad weather and it was at night.
Hey!
Must have been a prank he was doing with Thor and Heimdall.
DB Cooper, come on. I was young and I lost a bet.
Yeah.
I was the TVA when I was meddling with these affairs of men.
Well, we were right there with you, just surfing that sacred timeline.
Also, that had the timekeeper's seal of approval.
Well, I wouldn't think of it in terms of approval and disapproval. That's sort of a, let's get back to escapes.
A what?
That's sort of a what?
Like more.
Is it you think
Enough.
back in your cage?
Wow.
I would be so frustrated if I was a god and I just.
Exactly.
I know.
He's bringing him down to Earth.
All I seek is a deeper understanding of the fearsome god of mischief.
He's really breaking him down.
What
Yeah.
makes Loki tick? I know what this place is. It's an illusion.
It's hell.
It's a cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear. My choices are my own.
Your choice is your own. Good. Let's go with that.
I am on the verge of acquiring everything I am owed. And when I do, it'll be because I did it, not because it was supposed to happen. Honestly, you're pathetic. A footnote to my ascent.
You finished?
Oh my god, I would fucking punch him now.
Is this predeterminism or free will though? Like, was he supposed to do all that?
I think that they knew.
It's like dark.
He's gonna show him all the shit he was gonna do.
Oh, finally. This is stuff I want to see.
He's gonna be like, what?
Loki,
No.
I made it proud.
don't make this worse.
More tricks. It's never even happened.
The TVA doesn't just know your whole past. We know your whole life, how it's all meant to be.
Predeterminism, I guess.
Well, what the fuck though?
That's
That's
the,
fuck that.
And then the Dark Elves attack the palace, and you think you send them to Thor,
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
but instead you send them...
Oh, never tell.
And he's a sad boy for a while.
Yeah.
Their mother's death played such a large part after the fact to both Thor and Loki.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't believe you. You're lying.
That's the proper flow of time, and it happens again and again and again because it's supposed to.
Whatever happened,
dark.
happened.
TVA, make sure. Now, why don't you tell me? Do you
you.
enjoy killing?
I'll kill you.
What, like you did your mother?
Oh.
You weren't born to be king, Loki. You were born to cause pain and suffering and death, all so that others can achieve their best versions of themselves.
Damn, he was stepping stone, son.
damn.
He said he's just a villain that somebody wrote, bro.
Damn. This must be really just eating him.
Show him the rest. You and Thor
Please.
working together.
But then, like, what about Thanos? Like, he fucked with so many things.
Yeah, he fucked with someone. Where were these
It's
motherfuckers?
supposed to happen.
I'd be extra shitty then. It's like Thanos got to fuck with
Yeah,
reality.
exactly.
Same
Yeah, you
with
got
the
disappear people.
the
Fuck
Avengers
that.
too.
That's dirty.
It is interesting, like what's sanctioned and what's not. Like the Avengers were allowed to tamper with the two, so long as they put everything back where it was. But
I mean, if they're really going with the predetermined shit, like that changes so many things.
He should be reset.
You think everyone should be reset? I'm getting good stuff in
Just
there.
lost another unit.
damn, what enemy is giving them trouble?
Right? Yeah.
Who's popping them that time murking people?
Oh my god, please tell me he escaped.
I mean, you left him alone.
Why did you leave
Told
him
he was
alone?
good at escaping. You've got the time twister though, right?
Pulled him up, he grabbed it.
He grabbed it, thinking he was...
He's not too worried though. He can't get far.
Change your clothes.
We gotta get the collar off.
Ah, this poor guy.
Sounds lame.
But he had the Tesseract.
Look, he can't have gotten very far.
Split up. Prune on fire.
No pruning, no resetting. He can still help us.
No pruning, no resetting.
What is pruning?
Probably when
Something
it
up your
just
butt.
disappear your ass. You know what? That's
Pruning.
a probe.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe,
I'll just try.
maybe when they just like trim back a little bit of your memory.
Give me the Tesseract or I'll gut you like a fish, Casey.
It's a fish.
What's up?
What's a fish?
They were created by the timekeeper.
Oh, take him with you.
What?
Yeah, these people were literally created.
It's just in a filing cabinet. Like
They don't know that what that is, or
What else is in there?
they must know how
They should
important
know,
that
'cause
is.
Oh
they-
my
the
God.
timekeeper, whatever.
Whoa!
Infinity Stones.
What?
because it ain't shit to them. They all of time.
How do you have these?
Put him in your pocket.
We actually got a lot of those. Some of the guys use them as paperweights.
That is fucking hilarious.
And then just grabs him real quick.
He's like, I must be in a crazy place
He's
right
realizing how small he is.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. My God, he is.
now. Use them as paperweights, bro. They must get so many from so many different alternate timelines.
Right. Shit, they had to stop.
yeah, there were like 14 million.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. When Doctor Strange was like, I saw 14 million. So there's 14 million times 5.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
There's
Yes, motherfucker.
And it's just bureaucracy. Oh, 6.
Oh yeah. She's
Damn,
about
you
to
trying to
fucking
hit
race
with
him.
fucking haiku intro. Oh yeah. Sounded like.
She tried to fucking race him. She got away.
Oh, he's gonna read the rest of his shit.
He's gonna watch the rest of his. I think he's gonna watch it.
Yeah, you gonna watch it.
Maybe he's not realizing how small he is. Like he said, this is the greatest power in the universe. He's gonna try to use it himself, like to be a better villain.
Or maybe succumb to. I don't know, bro. What would you do when if you're faced with that? When you start to realize that, yo, I'm not the guy that I might be.
I don't know, because there was just so much growth in Ragnarok that he had too, like that he hasn't had experienced.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
I
It
mean,
like totally
Find
reset.
out. Fuck around, find out, Loki.
Now he knows it's true.
I love you, my sons.
I'm going to die now.
Oh, I love you.
Remember this place. Home.
My favorite fucking movie.
Is he gonna see Asgard destroyed?
Yeah. See your sister come and whop your niggas.
Oh yeah.
She literally appears out of right then and there and beats you.
I hope he hears
clapped.
hear Led Zeppelin through the thing.
Maybe you're not so bad after all, brother.
He does get to, okay. I'm glad he gets to see this though.
Holy shit.
Damn. Like, wait a minute. Hang on.
He was killed way too quick.
He was.
I mean, he's got all those fake deaths, so for him, like seeing a real death is like a.
Thought you were God until a God choked your ass out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like even a big deal for him.
Y'all doing this good.
He sees his brother crying over his dead body. He knows he actually loved him. This is so good.
I know.
Best Marvel show so far. No cap.
It is.
Ooh,
That's his arm.
And
It was on a
yeah, if it
film
would have said
strip.
Endgame, I'd have left.
Glorious purpose.
Boss fight.
Oh.
I didn't think he would go for it. Not gonna lie.
Oh.
Damn. Damn.
Whoa.
Oh yes!
That's the
This
boy
is
we
the guy we're
know.
talking about.
He just sent her away to like 10
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
He's about to have like a revelation. Is that what
She's
they
gonna come
call it?
back through this door.
I don't enjoy hurting people.
Why you do it?
Because it's fun.
I do it because I've had to. Explain that to me. Because it's part of the illusion.
Damn.
It's the cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
Talk about yourself the whole episode.
He just called himself
Projecting.
weak. Look how much he's grown in 40 minutes.
He saw his life.
Fugitive variant's been killing our Minutemen.
And you need the God of Mischief to help you stop them. I mean,
The variant we're hunting is
Who?
you.
Get it?
Ooh! What the?
The horns on the window. It makes sense.
OG Loki? OG Loki?
I was gonna say it earlier, but I was like, maybe I'm wrong.
Fucking.
No, get the fuck out.
What?
Is it like another timeline that has come out and
Yeah, like a
another evil Loki?
like a different like original comic book looking Loki or something.
Dark Loki.
Made sense.
That's cool.
There's so many different Lokis out there.
Time signature is early third millennium. Definitely anachronistic.
A space shovel.
Right?
Third
Telling me
millennium.
this thing right here with the LEDs on it is from a different time?
Oil. Think some jackass found himself a time machine, came back here to get
That's Hunter U92. I like him.
Oh,
Just
man.
prove it, let's bail.
They're gonna die.
Yep.
Set a charge.
Someone's out there.
Y'all didn't hear about the variant running around fucking shit up? Y'all just being all nonchalant.
Also, does that weapon have range?
Oil. We didn't just think about.
I didn't know. I thought they could shoot.
Not Hunter U2. I said I liked him.
That's
Fuck.
Oh, he survived.
There he is. Okay, go.
Oh no, he's gonna live to get a brutal death here.
You gotta get to see the face of the enemy.
Fuck.
Ooh. Nope.
Oh, he's been collecting these boys.
That was a resetter.
Show us him.
Yeah, let's see
Bro,
Loki.
he must have so many resetters on him. What is he gonna do with those?
He's
He's gonna reset time machine so he can go back.
Nice.
No,
Bro, the stakes.
There's got to be after. Just let it go.
Just
let it
the
go.
stakes of this story alone are just so much more,
Grand.
like so many more ramifications to it. Man.
We have
It's
no
so
idea
cool.
if it's like the end of the series is Loki getting mad, finding a time machine, and going back to start this, and then he's got to hunt himself from the beginning. Again.
Oh my God! This is an endless loop.
Yeah, right, exactly.
man.
Good old Looper.
He's got to hunt himself from
Bro.
back in time and
Tom
forward in
Hiddleston
time.
versus
Damn,
Tom
he's the
Hiddleston.
executive producer on this shit.
They are going absolutely ham, like with the analog future technology shit, and just like the shit that they were doing in Portal, the shit that they were doing in WandaVision. Just like the set design and everything else, they're getting to really, really kind of.
It's like
Man, I was gonna call it too, and he had his horns in there. I was like, is he the fucking thing from the same thing?
Where's Kablooey? Like, what timeline is that from?
I'm wondering that.
That
I don't know.
Has that ever been a thing in our?
That was the 1549 where they found the gun.
Yeah, but like,
But
where's it
also-
actually
He
from?
took it
Because that wasn't from
Probably
1549.
1858 in
Kablooey's the
Oklahoma.
sound of an explosion. So
Nah, it's a
maybe,
metal tin with like graphic design.
but like maybe
It
it's
had to be,
like
it looks
it's
like
him
from the 60s.
giving a hint that he's gonna try to blow some shit up because Kablooey's an explosion sound.
Yeah.
Apocalyptic event report. Damn,
I wonder how many of these.
bro, I
are
love the
resets he has.
bureaucracy.
Yeah, that's great.
You
God,
should
this
watch
is-
Futurama. Hermes Comrade.
Yeah,
Love
it's
this
the
shit.
best. Yeah.
This is already so amazing.
Did
I'm
we
sorry.
ever see
Even
the
these
time variance in
credits,
any
like
other
this
Marvel
montage.
thing
We
before? I
didn't
think-
because this
I
was
feel
always supposed to happen, and they never needed to
They
show
never
up
very
because things were
skewed off the
going.
timeline.
Things were going according to plan. Yeah.
I just don't read.
That's tight.
I'm surprised Doctor Strange ain't running into them though.
Well, I think that's
He did
gonna
what
be
he
the
was
next
supposed to do.
film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
so-
probably will next time.
So you're a variant.
So
Tara Strong was Miss Minutes. Damn, that's fucking awesome.
Who's that?
Tara Strong, very prominent voice actress.
She did damn it. No, I think someone else.
And Owen Wilson. I think she did Kiyoshi.
I love that the set right there.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 timekeeper faces.
I hope we
like,
get to meet
big
them one
carved out
time.
of
one
I
day.
think we will. I know that's like deep in Marvel
Yeah,
comic
it is.
books. That,
It
yeah,
is.
like
Come on,
you
give
get
us an
to the
after cred.
timekeepers, you're in there.
They're like the creators then.
Give us an
essentially.
No after that
Damn.
deal.
I
If
don't
you see
think
the
so.
Georgia
Too
Peach,
early.
you ain't getting it.
Next time.
Yep.
Hey man,
Forward to the end though, maybe. I don't know.
damn, you
It's
thirsty.
I'll just let it ride.
Yeah. Probably not.
I mean,
Yeah.
you never know, man.
You're about to get into the next episode and be like, oh, there it is.
It's
The after
like
credit comes out next Wednesday.
every Marvel show that keeps coming out gets better and better.
Look, you got 2 pages of notes.
I do.
They're still well.
they
man.
this is good, man.
You know what's so funny, real quick? I didn't want to say in the beginning. It's so funny that everybody always lands in a desert when they're like thrown from like a machine or time thing or something.
Yeah.
They're always landing.
It's
in
nice and soft.
Yeah, we're always landing in
But it's-
deserts.
Are
Yeah,
you
makes
remembering
sense.
Lost?
Lost and
100.
Simmons and in her episode. When she
Yeah.
did, everybody's always landing.
17,000, whatever.
Yeah.
Just since you mentioned Simmons, the Phil Coulson
And then
reference.
Dark.
Did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. not exist? You could have told this motherfucker that you didn't actually kill Coulson.
No,
Which
he's
is-
alive.
That was a nod to us because
I don't think it's canon, is it?
it's not canon anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because once they got to the part where
so.
they split off in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right when the Thanos shit is happening. And
Well,
they're
that's
like, they
dumb,
can't.
bro.
That's another time variance authority.
No, but everything else happened. He showed
Everything
him.
else happened. His mom died.
So Agents of
and-
S.H.I.E.L.D. should have happened.
But Agents of
Thanos-
S.H.I.E.L.D. is not a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But it was.
It wasn't?
But like, do you remember when they were like, "Oh, Thor and them in for Asgard, yada yada yada," and then when spoiler alerts for a show that you probably haven't seen or have seen, when Fitz dies, that's the exact same time that Thanos is attacking, and then they end up going to the future. That's when it stops being anything about anything anymore.
Yeah.
So they could have showed up to
But
that
Phil
part.
Coulson still is alive.
Yeah,
I guess
but I'm talking about for the sakes of the show. Like they were like, we can't mention those two things anymore because they don't line up anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess, but
Like
it's still,
from the showrunners.
But it still could, though. I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying because it still could.
Because like the showrunners decided that they wouldn't mention Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in any of this anymore ever.
Yeah.
Just to uncouple it. They could, but like for right, they were just like, we won't.
Yeah,
we
no,
won't
I
do
doubt
it.
Yeah.
In my head, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still canon. Because it can be.
It should.
I mean, it can because of the time that the
has
time
some
variance
canon
authority, man.
There is a
Um,
timeline where they are.
They're bringing back some of the Netflix actors in some future projects. So what the fuck, man?
Casey.
Well, with the multiverse, sorry, everything is possible. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I just want to point out that this whole time variance authority situation, it's a very common trope in a lot of other different movies and TV shows. I think Umbrella Academy does it, and then DC did it with Legends of Tomorrow. But with this one, I will say that they are bringing out the everything that they can to, because they have to make themselves like way different from the other ones. They're doing a really, really good job with the setup and like the way they have like their whole like authority. Yeah, like the whole set
The
design,
city
just the
itself.
look looks really, really nice, man. They're doing a really good job with that one. And I also like how like what do you call it again? Their immediate thing is to just like end it. It's like they don't, you know what I mean? They're just like, yo, fuck it, we're just gonna end this shit.
Prune you.
Prune you.
Reset the timeline.
Reset the timeline. You know what I mean? It doesn't try to like, you know, like fix the variance or like cure the variance. They're like, no, we're just gonna end the variance.
Yeah.
Am I wrong on that one? I think
there's only one sacred.
yeah. So
timeline.
they're like, they don't try to like F with the other ones, so they just gotta get rid of all of them. You know what I mean? It's
wild.
just it's really, really
Yeah, by putting the word sacred in front of it, it gives them like carte blanche to do like.
and like so that it has to be that one. While in other ones, you know.
But so then, are there not other multiple timelines that exist? There is only one
It said
sacred
that,
timeline.
that the
sacred
timekeepers
one.
took all the crazy timelines and put them into
Condensed
one.
into
So like
one,
the
yeah.
one timeline is probably like you know when you get like a fat wire and it's got a bunch of tiny wires in it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, there's the one wire, but there's like, you know.
So there are still different multiverses inside.
Yeah. Like the one sacred timeline probably contains all of the multiverse.
That's why there's so
why-
many villains and they keep coming to fuck with shit because they're all just
into that one multiverse.
But then why they get rid of some of the timelines? There's no. If you're gonna keep someone,
They didn't. I don't think they got rid of some of
No,
them.
they fine-tuned all
Because they killed the bit, the timeline is gone.
because it deviates from the sacred one.
Yeah. Because like there's the best way
But
to
there's
put it.
multiple sacred.
No, there's only one sacred one,
Yeah, there's-
and it
there's
contains multiple
timeline.
timelines.
Not one sacred pipeline, but still, there's already multiple ones. Why does it?
It would be like keeping a bunch of papers in a file folder and then like one paper coming out of that folder. It's like that's extra.
I don't
you
know
know,
this.
like
Yeah, I
it needs
get
to be in
that,
the
but I
confines
get
of-
that. Why can't we not just?
Let me
have all the
explain.
timelines in the same
Because
place?
there were wars when we had multiple timelines.
I gotta explain. Okay, look, there's one main timeline. Okay, that's the main.
Yeah, I
sacred
got.
timeline. Okay,
I know why they're
but
doing
there are.
it.
But there are.
I'm just
other,
saying, why can't you just have more timelines? in
Yeah,
that
there
whole
are.
pipeline?
No,
Because
there
of the
are.
war.
God damn it.
Why the?
God damn it, let me finish. There are multiple timelines within that main
Yeah,
timeline, okay? But those other timelines are not connected to each other. You get what I'm trying to say? You know how there's multiple ones? Those other multiple ones are not connected to the other ones. They're all connected to the main timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Those are-
There's the one main one that's always working, but there's like a different Loki and there's another Loki. These two Lokis cannot meet up with each other. The only way they can meet up is through the main timeline.
And those independent timelines will eventually be at war with each other to become the main timeline. So everything needs to be kept.
So that's why they have that main one that connects to the other one, and those other ones cannot connect to each other.
And
they can only connect
one
to the
more
main
clarification: we are certain that in the sacred timeline tube, there are multiple timelines there.
That's what I
Because like I was thinking there was just one timeline.
No, but I got that answer, matter of fact, because when Thanos saw them come back in time and then he was like, oh, they're trying to stop me from... We had two different novas.
Yeah.
On the same planet.
Yeah.
Basically, two different ones from different timelines, but their
true.
timelines still exist.
Yeah, and you never
She
saw the
went back.
TVA pop up.
Yeah.
But that's because they closed the
They're still
loop.
within
Yeah.
the
Like
deviants.
they closed their own loop, as
Yeah,
they
'cause it
mentioned.
came
Like,
back.
oh, the Avengers, like that was fine.
But they did see
but
they fought two different Thanoses, right? So they fought two different
Thanos
from two different parallel timelines, which shows you that there are parallel timelines.
Yeah, even Hulk going to see the Ancient One, like they were able to visit other timelines, and apparently that was allowed. So that must be within.
See,
the
that's
same-
why it's hypocritical. Why?
That's why.
I guess it's all in the same sacred tube.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Just
It's
think of it as a
all-
tube.
It's all in one tube. Maybe I'm effing wrong. It's all in one big
But
tube.
why do
But
they
there
get
are
to decide?
other
Because they're
tubes.
time gods.
There are other tubes that are connected to the main tube, but those other tubes are not connected to the other tubes. You get what I'm trying to say?
Can I
Right?
one last analogy, and then we should move on from this point because we're really getting to it. Look, imagine it like electricity, all right? There's multiple wires, everything's going everywhere, and everything's fine. And then as soon as something sparks the fuck off, it ain't supposed to spark off, that's just gonna start a fire, you gotta stop it. All right? So the motherfuckers, the electricians who run this shit are the ones who get to say what goes where and when it goes where because they got the power.
And that's a line of deviance there. You can stay within those dotted lines.
Yeah.
If you go out of there, you're fucking up.
Right?
Got
It's gonna
So
cause
Thanos'
chaos.
snap was not outside the lines because they knew they were going to go back and fix that.
There it is. That's what I was trying to get.
Boom.
Okay.
So then it's all predetermined.
Yes.
That's doo-doos. That's
Not all of it
You've got
because
the power pack.
they got Rogue Loki that they can't stop. They couldn't determine that, and they didn't know this Tom Hiddleston Loki was going to come and Owen Wilson was going to use him because Loki on Loki action. So there are some things they
Did you just
can't
say Loki on
predict.
Loki action?
I did, and in before the third top comment, which says this isn't that complicated, guys. Come on, it's a little complex. It requires a little conversation.
yeah.
We've seen
There's
a
a
lot
reason they wanted to explain it in like a not dumbed down, but like, a little cartoon explanation that they did. Because apparently, and I'd heard some people said in Endgame, it confused some people, like how the timeline worked.
Sure.
Are you saying that time traveling and multiverses are confusing?
Right. Exactly.
And man, I think Back to the Future has the best.
It was the easiest to follow.
Yeah, but it's also not.
Dark
it's
had
not
the
how it
best.
works.
Yeah.
God, there's a dissertation on Dark somewhere online.
I need to
Yeah.
watch that still.
Something I noticed too is because it's all analog, there's kind of like an analogy, no pun intended, about the timeline. Because you can kind of see how it's like wavy, but the
Yeah.
analog frequency looks just like that. It's also kind of wavy. So the fact that they use all these analog instruments,
Interesting.
it all kind of lines up with how that frequency, trying to keep a single line, like a single throughput,
So it's
basically.
a clever analogy.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
right here, this TV, there's coming out the other end.
Yeah.
The same tube.
It's I'm not gonna stop tripping on the set design. Also, the feel of bureaucracy, the fact that it's like
really
time is complicated and it's like trains, so it's bureaucracy, and that everyone that works in the office is all like fucking cogs in the machine. They're just like, yeah, I was born behind this desk. I don't know what a fish is. I just push this button. That's my job. They leave shit here or move it. I got a desk full of infinity, so I don't know what the fuck it is. Like that kind of like mundaneness is exactly, I think, what you would expect from like a governmental entity that oversees all of time. Like instead of it being all super futuristic and cool, it'll be like, no, like we've got stuff that works just the way it's supposed to. We don't need any bells and whistles. Our main thing to do if anything fucks up is to burn it.
My actions today are in a filing cabinet somewhere.
Yeah.
What if you had to sign paperwork for every word that came out of your mouth?
Yeah,
That was wild. I thought he had to sign every page.
Yeah, I think I was on every page. I was like,
He's gonna get a montage.
Like 20 of those were from his monologues in the first
All right.
Avengers.
All right. Can I tell you guys what a Mobius strip is to tell you about Mobius?
I know what a Mobius strip
Yes,
is.
I also want to tell
It's a
you about
strip
the head writer or the showrunner.
Oh, I thought. All right. Mobius strip is
It's continuous.
Show the picture, Dustin. Just Google Mobius
it's a
strip.
little- it's
Mobius
No,
strip
send
is a
him the
one-sided surface. I mean, you could just go any Mobius. A Mobius strip is a one-sided surface that can be constructed by affixing the end of a rectangular strip after first having given one of the ends a one-half twist. This space exhibits interesting properties such as having only one side and remaining in one piece when split down the middle.
So do you want to explain that?
Mobius time
Google
strip.
definition
It's
term.
like, all right.
Mobius strips are also the inspiration for Mario Kart 8.
Ooh.
Because how the tracks twist like that.
Nice. I like the tracks in Mario Kart 8 for that reason.
All right, somebody else go.
Okay, so that's what a Mobius strip is?
I mean, it is, but yeah, I'm trying to relate it to time travel.
It was Endgame.
It's
Like when Tony,
deep inside of the
when
thing.
Tony figured out that diagram, the time loop was a Mobius strip.
Oh, gotcha.
The very easy solution to time travel. He
Well,
was
we
like,
had to get through that.
click, 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 click.
Yeah, it's just like
We had a 3-hour movie to get through. Lots of
chips.
heroes. Just like let's just keep moving, keep it brisk.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a Mobius race strip in Futurama. Watch Futurama.
Nice. I like the city, like the design of the city.
Yeah.
Like, it makes everything look continuous. Like,
Yes.
I know. I want to just go to a Starbucks there. Like I just want to. I just want
I go to walk through the city. Like, what is that like?
It looked like it didn't end. Like, it was just a never-ending
It
scene.
looked like you could it's almost like it defied gravity. Like you could walk up or down.
Right,
Doesn't matter.
Inception style, like on the walls.
It was a reflection. There was a clear middle where it just reflected on itself.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Super
Yeah,
symmetry.
Really?
Yeah. The top and the bottom were.
It wasn't a reflection. It was like
Yeah,
mirror.
it wasn't mirror.
When
it was
Mickey's saying reflection, but he means like the same thing that was on the bottom was on the top, but they were still structures that you could go to.
It was.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like in the Inception box.
Yes.
Him almost breaking out the thing on her neck.
Oh,
He, like,
yeah.
just, it's off of me and on you now. And he's like,
On B-15.
I thought he was gonna kill her.
That was funny. He got to have one little, mischievous God of Mischief type thing where he
but
did.
it's
he
just
just
Not
kept-
one. He stole his thing too.
Yeah. Also hilarious.
Yeah, but
for
it didn't
being
do
like,
anything.
Not really mischievous. Like this doesn't seem like mischief.
Right.
Yeah, mischief is just
Yo, they just broke him down.
Oh yeah.
Like when I threw that banana at Mickey a couple weeks ago, that was mischief.
Like this was like a
So
psychological,
like me, like just do this to you. This.
That's not mischief. It's hot coffee.
a psychological
Probably
criminal
not.
interrogation where they just like ended up making him reveal his true inner demons. Like, oh, I am the weak that preys on the innocent to make myself feel strong.
Put him in therapy.
When you've been a god all your life, all right, and you hear about these infinity stones, and you hear about all this excess power, and you want all this stuff, and then you land yourself in a place where you look into a cabinet and there's 4 or 5 different types of infinity stones, you're probably gonna go, where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
What do you mean these are paperweights?
I would still pocket those bad boys.
What?
Right?
Dude, I think one of my favorite parts is when Poseidon was like, yo, he's starting to figure this out. It's his revelation, because his face is like,
how small he is. Yeah.
oh, dude.
He was the weak installing the fear.
They did it so well. And then
It's very.
I'm just saying.
Funny.
It's very clever. They like gave him all his growth right in that scene. Like
Yeah, dude, they did a really, really good job.
They rebooted him. They caught him up to being the one that we saw die. Also, his death scene too, just the way he's like, Thanos like picks him up like a bug and he's like kicking. And he's like,
and then the boat crash.
He's just like, oh.
He died so quick in
right?
Infinity War, man. And I love that he saw Thor crying over his body. Like, damn, my bro was actually my bro. You know, I don't. It was a lot.
Loved him, bro.
A lot
It
of
was like-
emotions.
it was so. And then he saw his dad. You know what I mean? His dad said bye to him. Like at the end of the day, as much of a shit he was and as how horrible of things he did, he still loved his parents, bro. Hey, they still raised him.
Sure.
So.
The greatest hits was definitely a great hit in this episode. Seeing all
Loved
his
it.
memories, future, past. The DB Cooper thing, I never knew about that.
That's hilarious.
It's very
it's
interesting.
super interesting.
There's been so many documentaries and shows.
It like the
whatever about
more evidence they uncover, the weirder it gets because they recovered some of the money, but nowhere
'cause some of it
near
fell
where
out.
it should have landed.
Right,
Like
yeah.
it was like way off.
Yeah.
And it's just like the
Well, it was Loki. Now we know.
The only,
That makes more
the only
sense.
inconsistency they did is like in the real life DB Cooper jumped out of the plane at night
At
during
night.
extremely bad weather.
Yeah, which made it incredibly difficult to track him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been more CG effects to do. So
Yeah. Or like
I wish they would have
daytime.
showed their sister come and just beat them down because that was hilarious.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
they
very
didn't show
humbling.
Hela, did they?
They did not. Or Space Stringer. I wanted some Space Stringer.
Right.
He didn't yell for Heim. No, yeah, he
yelled for Heimdall. Yeah.
He did for Heimdall.
No, I'm really glad we got to meet the Time Authority and everything because, like, in the beginning when we met them and she punched out his face in slow mo, that was
Oh, dude, that was the best effect.
It like kept going.
like, I was like,
You're feeling this in
Jesus.
real time, though.
Yeah, exactly. I want to
was
see
like,
the timekeeper.
I should go back to that. That was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I would love to see the timekeepers in live
Proper,
action. They look
yeah.
incredible. Yeah.
They said that they're busy. What if they're not?
I think the Time Wars is what this next 10 years might.
Like the culmination of this Avengers next
I feel
Avengers
like it's
movie.
gonna be the Time Wars.
I mean, how do you raise the stakes from Thanos? That
He's a
like the next
pussycat.
possible solution.
They got
Or,
other big beings like Galactus. You know what I
or
mean?
Galactus. I could see Galactus.
They got
being the
Planet
next
Eaters
one.
out there and
fuck that
shit.
guy.
You know what I
But like
mean?
they've already teased this, so like
Someone could eat a planet?
it's
Oh, I mean, yeah, they got,
Marvel's the longest Chekhov's gun.
They really need to get on the Mr. Sinister stuff too.
So Michael Waldron is the showrunner. He was a production assistant on season 1 of Rick and Morty. Went on to become writer and producer on season 4 of Rick and Morty.
Nice.
And he used a lot of his knowledge writing for that show.
There was a lot of Rick and Morty and humor.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like the whole
Yeah.
when they were going through like every like thing, he was like naked and then like he had like whatever all that shit. That was so freaking funny. And then the ticket, like he was like, I have it, I have the ticket.
Or he was like, what if I am a robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, very Rick and Morty.
Very self-aware.
Also, yeah, just for anybody, guys, watch Futurama. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you liked any of it, just watch Futurama.
Yeah, it's great.
All right. So
I need to watch Futurama.
So what do you guys think that Loki's gonna be doing with all the resetters? Like, what's his like?
I think he's gonna try to reset the whole fucking timeline. It's the only thing he can attack.
Like a super reset.
He wants to make his timeline the sacred one.
Yeah.
Growing up, man, I don't like I said with Loki. I just remember Loki being more evil, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
He was because like
I didn't really read the
in that
comic.
one Thor movie.
So I feel like he was way like this version of Loki is definitely they catered to whatever. But I just maybe I don't know. I didn't really read that much into it, but like I just remember him young because everybody around told me that he was way more.
But that was just like a persona. You heard an end.
But
I was like,
I
that's
think-
like persona.
Are you-
He's like putting
are
it
you-
too.
Are you talking about the movies or like comics?
In comics, just in general, like Loki, you know what I mean? Loki.
He was the God of Mischief. He was
Yeah.
the
So I think I think what we're gonna see him going against is that Loki, man. I mean, I don't know.
Just the pure evil version.
Yeah, it's
of-
like like what Loki is, bro. Like just
So
Loki.
far, it could be him trying to go back through time and save his mom because, like,
that'd be
he's like,
nice.
there's no way that has to happen.
Oh yeah, that could be too.
Or maybe like this is the catalyst for the multiverse of madness. What this evil Loki does here causes the Doctor Strange movie to happen, causes X-Men to spill in, causes Tobey Maguire to come back to fucking Spider-Man. That'd be dope.
Like, it's nonsense, and then after that, it's just motherfuckers just smoking weed and doing fucking shrooms and being like, how many people can we put in one movie?
You know, they could have wasn't it like a Ninja Turtles and Batman?
Yeah.
They had a.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, there's a comic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they could have. We could even mess with the DC world at this point. Who knows?
Not yet. Disney doesn't have that much money yet. But wait, give it like
They're trying to
they don't have that much
Once
money.
they
Flash
do.
and somebody like going in time and running into each other like it's a crossover.
They can basically do whatever they want.
It's
the
a
rest of the show.
crossover event.
Yeah.
Dope.
Which is gonna be sweet.
No, I'm
We'll
excited to
have,
see what he does too, because like finding out like you're a stepping stone for everybody else, and like the Avengers were supposed to do what they're supposed to do. That's just fucked up.
We could go back. We could see Howard Stark. There's
Yeah.
so many different characters.
Well, Howard
Like,
Stark
going back in time. You know.
I do like the idea of being like, yeah, like the world needs heroes and the world needs villains, and you were supposed to be a villain. You're supposed to fuck shit up and do dumb shit, and then help everybody else to grow as people. And he's like, what? That's my purpose? And he was like, yeah, you thought he was a big badass guy. You got choked out by Thanos, dog, and then he gets his ass beat by fucking space Superman lady. So like. Yeah, pretty much you ain't shit, dog. Do you know who Captain Marvel is? Like,
not even.
R.I.P. Hunter.
Oh, but also the idea
he had
of
some growth though. The only reason he got choked out by Thanos because he was giving time for Thor to escape, and like
I know.
that was a heroic death.
He
But for him,
actually
he
knew that he
thinks
was going to die.
that he's like in this older version of him, his ego's big, and he's like, I'm a god. I'm going to ascend to the throne, and like the Avengers probably came back in a time to stop me from being the biggest badass of all time.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, buddy. Like, that's what you think. Even if Thanos was there, Thanos would be like, yeah, I crushed the Avengers and I did all this. And they'd be like, oh, no, actually they killed two of you. He's like, what? And they're like, yeah, they go get another one and kill his ass. And he's like, fuck.
I guess he was the stepping stone for their growth, but he did also grow himself.
Yeah,
They neglected to mention that through Thor 2 and the Ragnarok, he definitely did.
I just also want to mention that we're probably within the multiverse of their sacred verse because there's probably multiverse out there where these guys are actors and shit. They're doing regular
They're
lives,
probably watching the
TV
Normies.
and watching.
Oh, yeah. Also,
There's always that version of the real world where there are no heroes, and it's just them being
idea
actors.
of predeterminism
Arlene
makes sense when you consider that there's a dude writing these comic books.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like
Yes.
the TVA and all that, he's just like, yeah, I'm writing this. Like, I make you do what you want to do. I am the person
like
in
a
control.
meta-narrative.
I'm writing it. So like, yeah, you, and then like maybe the writer's like, oh well, what if like my things could jump off the page and then deviate, and it comes with all these extra ideas of how to like fix the time stream. Because while the time stream is like legit and all that in the show, it's also just written by some dudes. So like those dudes are the keepers of time, like the writers. Like it's about to be like that episode of Bugs Bunny where he's talking shit to the writer, the drawer, and the drawer starts like illustrating on top of him. My bad, it's Daffy Duck. But you know what I mean?
There was an episode of South Park that recently did that too.
Yeah. It was
Also,
great.
shout out to Owen Wilson. He's doing really well in the Marvel
he is.
world, still being like him, but bringing the Marvelism too.
Wow.
It's not weird that there's only 3 timekeepers. Like I guess it's a balanced out number, but like
It's always 3.
Everything happens.
So everything happens in threes.
Maybe we'll get more info.
Dark.
On, Eternals.
Except for quintuplets.
I still have not seen that Eternal trailer. I need to go watch that shit.
Yeah, I need to go watch that shit now.
Yeah, you should
Watch
watch
what?
it. Yeah, the Eternals
You're like,
trailer.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Somebody put a really hilarious picture up. It's
I
like
just know-
Angelina Jolie and her kids grown up.
Anyway.
I just know one line from that trailer where they're like, "We have never interfered in the something of man until now."
Yeah, exactly.
Because there was a meme showing like all the other events and like Tony Stark just being like,
Well, guys,
Let us know
we'll
if you
see you on
followed
the
the
next
first
episode.
episode.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Loki with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Special shout out to our super patrons Meshal, Sakith, Clayton, Explorin' Dylan, Dane, Mr. Momus, Joe, Robert, Ian, Yusef, ZJP, and Keyboard Junkie. We will see you all next time.